I spent years hitting the gym thinking that that was going to make me confident, but it never did, because confidence doesn't come from working out or building muscle. It actually comes from something a lot more simple that most men, including myself, overlook. And I know this because I spent years in the gym. I built muscle and I still didn't feel confident. And in this video, I'm going to explain why hitting the gym is not going to build your confidence. And I'm going to give you a step-by-step process that actually works to rebuild your confidence over the next 7 days so that you can feel more respected when you walk in a room. Your peers are going to start to notice the shift in you. You'll have the confidence to go approach any girl that you want and feel good about yourself. Feel fucking like the man everywhere you go, because that's how I feel now. And I know this shit worked because it worked in my life, but I've also helped countless other men through my coaching program not only get jacked, but most importantly, feel good about themselves, take on a new identity, and become the man they've always wanted to become. And I myself am now living as the version of myself I always wanted to be. So let me take you back to where I was before I figured this shit out, right? I would hit the gym 5, 6, 7 days a week. I started to build muscle. I started to take my meals more seriously. And look, I'm a shorter guy. So I thought building muscle is what was going to make me feel confident, like the man, right? Because I always felt inferior. But it didn't. Even when I built the muscle, I would see a cute girl in the gym and I would still not approach her. I'd tell myself, oh, this is the day I'm going to go up to that girl, and I just wouldn't do it. I'd bitch out. And then every day I didn't do it, in the car ride home, I'd start beating myself up. Like, bro, you had your opportunity. Why did you bitch out? And that derailed my confidence even further, because I was attaching my confidence to something external, a physique, right? But that's not where it comes from. Confidence is built within. So you can hit the gym all you want, but if you don't make a shift internally and become the most confident version of yourself in your mind, it won't happen. Like, if you look around right now in the room, even the chair that you're sitting in, that was once an idea in somebody's mind before it became a physical thing, a chair. So you building the confidence is you becoming a different person, because you're not that confident guy right now, and I wasn't either. So you have to become a different person in your mind in order to become confident. This is why you see some of the biggest bodybuilder dudes are like the most shy, dweeby guys, because the physique is only a byproduct of the shift that has to happen here. So in order for you to become confident, it's going to come from this. It's going to come from you proving to yourself every single day that you are the man that you say you are. And let me explain how this works. Bro, most of my life, I tell myself I'm going to wake up at a certain time, and I wouldn't do it. I tell myself I'm going to approach that girl, and I wouldn't do it. I'd say I'm going to start this project, start this business, but then I wouldn't do it. And every time you make a promise to yourself that you don't keep, you're training your mind that you aren't the version of yourself you're trying to become. You're training your mind that you don't live up to your promises. And that's what derails your confidence. Like, you wouldn't be confident in your friend to have your back if he's snaked you 100 times in the past. Like, if your boy was like, I'd do anything for you, bro, I ride for you, I'd never touch your girl, but then you break up with your girlfriend and your boy's DMing your girl, your boy smashes your girl, you'd never trust that guy again. You wouldn't be confident to trust him with something. But you're doing this to yourself every time you make a promise to yourself that you don't keep. And when you think about it, that's where confidence really comes from. Confidence and trust is basically the same thing. And you find trust in people in your life when they show up for you. When they say they're going to do something for you and they do that, that's how you trust that person. So in order for you to become confident in the man that you are, you have to build trust in yourself. And you do that through daily inputs. This is the step-by-step process that is going to rebuild your confidence over the next 7 days. So like I said, you'll have the confidence to do anything, but also when you apply these same principles to the gym and to fitness, your physique is going to change and become incredible as well. So keeping promises to yourself that you keep, right? For example, if I tell myself I'm going to wake up at a specific time. I have to wake up at that time regardless of the way that I feel, because I would rather wake up at that time, feel exhausted, tired, and feel like shit in the morning than have to spend the rest of my day feeling low, not feeling good about myself, knowing that I made a promise I didn't keep. So tracking inputs is going to be the biggest thing that rebuilds your confidence. And these are the things that you want to start to track when you're starting fresh. And I know it seems tedious to track something, but you have to ask yourself, how important is it for you to change your life, to feel like your highest version of you, right? How important is it? For me, it was very fucking important, because I got sick and tired of waking up every single morning, looking in the mirror and being disgusted with myself. Not because I wasn't in great shape, because I did get very fat at one point, but because I looked myself in the eyes and I knew I wasn't living up to my potential. And it's not that I was lazy, it's not that I didn't want to take action to better my life, it's that I didn't know what actions to take. Therefore, I got analysis paralysis, I overthought the whole process, and I stayed stuck in the loop of trying something for 2-3 days, then reverting back to my old self for 3 weeks. Trying something for 2-3 days, then reverting back to myself for 2-3 weeks. And I became disgusted with myself. I became low. And I was so tired of this shit, man. And this is how I changed it. I started with the simple morning routine. This is one of the best things you could start with. A 3 to 4 step morning routine that is so simple to follow, that takes no longer than 5 minutes, that you can do it anytime, no matter when you wake up. For example, you want to prime your mind, prime your body, and prime your spirit. And this is how it's done. You want to write this down. 3 things I'm going to do tomorrow morning. 1, priming your body. The best thing and the easiest thing you could do in the morning is drink 24 ounces of water with some electrolytes. Not only is this going to hydrate your brain so that you feel more clarity and you feel more focused, but it's you checking a box of, I said I was going to do this, I did it. And the key with these inputs is you want to create inputs that you can repeat every day. Most people make the craziest schedule for themselves, the craziest inputs to hit when they get motivated, and then they burn themselves out because they're doing too much. If you want to make real change in your life that lasts forever, these inputs have to be simple and repeatable. Because remember what I said earlier, it's doing what you said you're going to do over and over that really makes a change. So hydrate, 24 ounces of water. Now you want to prime your mind, whether that's reading 1 page of a book, whether that's writing 1 page in a journal. Do something very simple to prime your mind. Very simple. Don't say I'm going to read fucking for 20 minutes in a book, because you're not going to do that shit. So find 1 thing you can do to stimulate your mind in the morning. And then thirdly, you want to prime your spirit, whether that's downloading the daily Bible app and just reading 1 scripture in the morning, whether that's saying a simple 30-second prayer. Because when you ground yourself in the spirit with the Lord, you feel a lot more fulfilled. You find more clarity within your day. And if you're able to implement this little 3-step morning routine over and over and over, you are now proving to yourself that you are who you say you are. And now you're building the habit of creating an input and hitting it. Because apply this to fitness, right? What is getting in shape? It's having the habits of the man who's in shape. So hitting your meals correctly for the day, having clarity about your workouts, hitting each rep with intention. It is hitting daily inputs with intention, clarity, and focus, knowing that those inputs are going to lead you to the bigger goal, and doing it stacked consistently over and over and over. All building confidence is hitting consistent inputs over and over. So don't focus on the major change in your life. When you focus on, damn, I really want to build a physique and I want to do this and I want to do that, you're gonna burn yourself out. The only thing you need to worry about is the inputs. Did I wake up when I said I was gonna wake up? Or for our example, for the routine, did I drink my water today? Yes, because every time you tick the box, yes, I did that, that is a vote for you becoming your highest self. And when you do this over and over, you start to feel like you can do anything. Oh, I said I was going to do this. Wow, now let me do this. Let me do this. This is how you build belief in yourself. Oh, if I can make a promise to myself and do this, then I can go approach that girl in the gym because I am the man who I say I am. You stop feeling like a fraud walking around your day-to-day life, and you know that nobody can hurt you. You know that nobody can affect you. Nobody can move you because you feel good about you. And that's what it really boils down to. So my mindset is always, how many days can I stack consistently of me just winning the day? And winning your day comes from winning each input. Did I hit my hydration in the morning? Did I train with intensity? Did I hit every rep with intensity? I'm always focused on what's right in front of me and only what's right in front of me. Because if you, imagine this, imagine you only focus, okay, did I get this meal right? Okay, lunch, dinner. Now, did I get this meal right? Done. Okay. Did I hit this workout with proper form and intensity? Yes. Okay, next workout. Am I going to hit this workout with proper form and intensity? Yes. Imagine doing that over and over and over. Next thing you know, you're going to look up and you're going to be in incredible shape. So apply that to your confidence. Did I say I was going to text my mom today and I didn't do it? No, I did. I texted my mom today, even when I didn't feel like it. It's doing what needs to be done regardless of the way that you feel. And I know in the moment it can suck. There's going to be a lot of resistance. Like, you're not going to want to do this shit a lot of the time. But this is where awareness comes into play. The second you could take yourself outside of your body and say, okay, Devin, where's my head at right now? Where am I thinking? Okay, I'm thinking about not doing this thing right now, but how is that going to make me feel 2 hours from now? It's going to make me feel like ass. So I would rather bite the bullet, have the pain of doing the uncomfortable thing I promised myself I would do right now, rather than feel like a piece of shit the rest of the day and let that compound. So real change in your confidence comes from the inputs. So the more inputs you can track, the better. But make sure the inputs you're tracking are something you're okay with doing every day for the rest of your life. Don't be like, I'm gonna wake up at 4 a.m., I'm gonna fucking hydrate, I'm gonna do 1,000 push-ups. Don't do that. Because you might be able to do it for a couple of days, but then you're gonna burn yourself out, right? So just make it simple, keep it basic, but do it consistently. And if this video makes sense for you, if it helps you, please drop a like for me and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to drop a lot more videos just like this one. But hey, you fucking got this. The version of you right now is not the real you. The real you is someone much better. You have so much more potential to tap into. So try and see yourself as that version of you, not your current circumstance. You are not your current circumstance. You can change you. But only you can change you. And if you don't change something, nothing changes. So change your daily inputs and have the horse blinders on to only focus on what is in front of me right now. And if you're able to do that, I promise you, over the next 7 days, you're going to look at yourself in the eyes, you're going to be like, you're the fucking man. And that's going to snowball and compound into other success in your life. And that's how things really start to change. I love you boys. Peace.